Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week so far. I know I sure am. I saw a video. I don't even know where I subscribe to this particular guy. It's a libertarian activist or something like that. Anyway, video's unimportant. The concept is, I think, much more important. It's the whole concept of policing for profit. I hear anecdotal evidence all the time. I see news articles. People try to back this shit up with news articles about policing for profit. I've tackled it twice in videos. Once was way back in the Wayback Machine, probably a year ago. Someone made a claim about it was the Texas Department of whatever. It's their version of the Highway Patrol. Tennessee State Troopers. Don't remember. Don't care. Anyway, I looked up there. I made a video about it. I looked up the revenue generated by them and how much it cost to maintain them. And that's just them. That's not all the ancillary bullshit like the courts and the court clerks and all that other fun stuff, where when people actually fight tickets, they generate more costs. But just looking at the Tennessee, whatever, state troopers, whatever they were, it was hundreds of millions of dollars more that they spent every year than they generated. It is not a revenue generating system. Much more recently, it was in the interview I did with High Desert Community Watch. He was taking young whippersnappers out to the San Francisco Sheriff's Department, I believe, teaching the young kids the ropes. He was explaining to them that entire building that he was at was there to generate revenue. And so, prior to interviewing him, in an interview where apparently, according to retards, I gave him a pass, I challenged him on that. And I had the actual numbers. And he backed off of it because he didn't know. But the important point is that once again, San Francisco provides their numbers, and San Francisco is a little bit easier of an example than a regular city would be, because San Francisco is also a county. But just in their revenue generation from tickets, from all tickets, and their enforcement, they lose. I am wrapped up. Again, I think for them it was tens of millions of dollars. It was a lot of money. Police officers and police departments are expensive. And the people who think that you can run a police department effectively and generate profit from it have never run a business. I've never run a police department, but I could already look at it and just see the enormous costs associated with it. Maintaining the building and the grounds, that costs money. Replacing, repairing, maintaining police cruisers, that's expensive. Insurance. I'm sure they have insurance on the officers. I'm sure they have insurance on the vehicles. That's going to be expensive. Support staff, expensive. The handy little computers that they put into those vehicles. Cell phone plans. for the officers, for the department, expensive. Software licensing fees. I'm sure they pay an arm and a leg for software. I mean, there are so many, and we haven't even gotten to just the actual pay of the officers. It's just, there are lots of costs associated with it. And while I will admit that it is possible for a small town, perhaps, to generate a net profit from policing, I'm not going to say it's impossible. I would say it is highly improbable. Because at least in California, and I'm sure that most states have some sort of a division like this, if a local police department writes a ticket, if they write a ticket for $100, assuming they get paid, assuming that ticket actually gets revenue generated, a portion of that ticket will go to the county. A portion of that ticket will go to the state. And a portion of that ticket will remain with the city. So who knows, $30, $50, somewhere in that range, will stay with the city. Anyway, my point is policing for profit has, insofar as every time I've actually been given the name of an entity like the city and county of San Francisco or the Tennessee State Troopers, whatever they're called, and I've been able to verify it, they have in fact spent way more money, loads more money. Freeman is probably very happy to know that police are in fact expensive. They are a drain on society. Unfortunately, it is the lesser of two evils, and having criminals running amok is an even larger drain on society. Speaking of criminals running amok, I was told that there's a Johnny 5-0 video where he berates a veteran at the VA hospital, and good times were had by all. I looked at Johnny 5-0's YouTube channel, and there's a 2-hour and 38-minute video on it. I was a bit daunted by it, but I clicked on it just to see, and sure enough, about every 10 minutes, there's an ad. So I decided not to watch it. I'm not going to give him that. I'm going to let you guys think about it. You guys watch it and think for yourself how upset the auditors were over me calling bullshit on the, in huge air quotes, veteran who resisted the police at Walmart, how I was un-American and anti-veteran. And then if, in fact, Johnny 5-0 is arguing with a veteran at the VA hospital, what does that make him? But I think more importantly, I don't know that we have a huge need to film at the VA hospital. I don't think that is a proper forum for First Amendment related activities insofar as filming is concerned. If you wanted to go out there to protest the VA hospital because he disagrees with their practices or the way they're dealing with veterans, things like that, I would certainly support that. But I'm not sure entirely that the Veterans Administration is really a tyrant that is cracking down on free speech. It would take me some convincing. They do have basically an identical regulation against filming on VA property that it's basically identical to the post office and the GSA regulations on filming. They're all kind of cookie cutter. But anyway, the huge quantity of commercials, I think, speaks more about the goal of Mr. 50 than anything else. Anyway, I've definitely rambled more than enough time for Mr. Nugent to drop his nugget. Thank you all for watching. I just would really, just really hope that people start to realize that you gotta start judging these things by the results that they get. And if the results that they get are just clicks and views and ads and PayPal donations, it's not a very good thing. How many clicks, views, and ads did it take for Mr. Turner to get his decision in Philip v. Turner, or Turner v. Driver, excuse me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.